And today, together with me, Lesya Magas, Replies Product Manager.
Hi, everyone. For the past 5 years, I've been trying to help sales teams to achieve their goals by building both inbound and outbound sales tools, talking to them, gaining insights on their needs, and I hope to be able to share many of them with you today.
And before we get started, let's kick off with a quick poll. What's your main growth strategy, inbound or outbound? Please put your answers in the chat and we'll take a look at them a minute later. So, what we will cover today? First and foremost, we will talk about inbound and outbound and why this combination matters. We'll talk about 8 proven workflows for inbound and outbound with examples and share some bonus content and special deals. So please stay till the end of this webinar. And for those of you who is not a big expert in either inbound or outbound, let me do a quick overview. Inbound is mainly about figuring out how to get potential buyers to your website. That's a strategy. That's a combination of marketing activities mainly. While outbound is about telling prospects of a target profile that you're their best product or you're their solution. Both of these strategies have their advantages and disadvantages. Well, for instance, inbound allows to decrease customer acquisition cost when it's scaled, while outbound allows you to get leads as soon as you launch your outbound. But as for the disadvantages, inbound itself can face various obstacles, and you actually rely on Google algorithms and social media algorithms, while outbound requires a high volume of outreach, and you cannot mainly reduce your customer acquisition cost. Both of them need to be well-oiled machines. Let me take a look at the chat. Okay, so I see outbound both. That's great. Outbound, yes, we will share this deck and the recording, so no worries. Don't make screenshots during the presentation. That's okay. Outbound, inbound.
Outbound wins, yeah. Outbound.
Yes, and that's great because today there will be a huge value for those of you guys who don't do inbound, or well, probably if you have marketing team who are responsible for inbound, you can share those workflows with them in order to improve your inbound efforts. But the point is, I'm a marketer, right? And I am the person who is relying on inbound mainly in my professional activities. But I can tell you for sure, you need to have both. And let me jump to the next slide. So why? As you can see, inbound, it's a batch of activities like blog articles, webinars, SEO, ebooks, guides, PR, you name it. A lot of things that allows us to get the traffic to our website. Outbound, on the other hand, is mainly about email outreach, LinkedIn outreach, cold. Well, it just has much less, channels, right? Much probably less mediums to get to the target audience. But when we rely solely on inbound, we rely, as I mentioned, on the algorithm of the systems, on competitors who, let's say, can pour money into their SEO or advertising and get your traffic. So balancing your lead generation with both strategies allows you to actually get your quota on leads, right? But let's take a look at these two tiles. So we have inbound and outbound. And these are two absolutely working strategies. But when you want to combine them, when you actually want to get the best of the two worlds, how to make them work together? And the answer is, you need to build a funnel. Well, it's kind of obvious, but still, don't take a look at inbound and outbound as separate funnels. They should be combined in one funnel. And when we talk about leads, it's actually mainly about lead capturing and lead nurturing when we talk about the funnel. Let's dive into these details a bit more. On the left-hand side, we see classical inbound funnel where it all starts with attracting visitors, right? And we have a bunch of activities there. It's your content, it's your SEO, it's your PR, it's your social media activity. But for outbound, Well, we know this classical funnel when we have our cold outreach, or I'm not sure if you know, guys, but advertising is mainly also referred to outbound, advertising on the new audience, not retargeted advertising. But what can happen when you combine the two systems, the two strategies together, is you create a closed loop. When before launching your outreach campaign, you first think, okay, so what do we have in terms of our inbound funnel? What assets? What are those, I don't know, gated content, research that marketing team has? How are we gonna make this outbound journey a bit longer and probably push those prospects first to download our content and then reach out to them and nurture them afterwards? Again, for inbound funnel, which is the main responsibility of the marketing team, it all starts with attracting visitors, and then we try to convert them. But again, try not to separate, and like, you know, it often happens that marketing relies on marketing automation. We send those beautiful marketing emails trying to nurture the leads. But what if we change this pattern and push the qualified, like the contacts who downloaded our content? Well, we talk about it more today, more to lead to outreach sequences that a sales team is responsible for, to start building this connection and this, to start engaging those contacts, keep in touch with them. Why it matters, why it is so important to have inbound and outbound together. Well, first, you create a comprehensive lead gen system that allows you maximize reach and engagement. You don't rely on either inbound and outbound. They should work together. You have wider reach, as some prospects prefer to be approached directly, while others respond to content-driven engagement. And that's true. That's what we see at Reply. Some people want to, you know, personal outreach, and they want to talk to someone. Others prefer try it themselves, book from the buy from the product, and that's it. Third, it adapts to evolving buyer behavior. Inbound aligns with the trends of buyers conducting their own research, including the brand, right? So we need to build this brand knowledge across the web about your product or solution. While outbound, it can create awareness of solutions that your buyers may not know they need, or even they may not know you have. Like, for instance, in Reply, we have other products, a part of our main core offering for cold outreach. So we have like AI SDR, or we have AI chat, which we'll talk about today also. And you may not know about that. So why not to reach out to you and say, hey, you know what, we have this product. You know, do you want to learn more about that? Fourth, inbound and outbound, midbound can be used to nurture leads at different stages of the sales funnel. Again, don't think of it as, okay, so this is a marketing leads, marketing do it yourself. No, think who you want to reach out to from those marketing leads and keep in touch with them. And cost efficiency.
Yeah, sure. I just wanted to cut in and say that the sales cycle, not just the marketing awareness cycle, but the sales cycle takes about 4 months and different decision makers. And you can get that inbound lead, and it does not mean that they will convert right away. So you need to keep nurturing them from the sales point of strategy, not just the marketing info. So that just
exactly. And again, marketing automation emails. Well, I'm just open all the marketing secrets for you guys today. They mainly land in promotions, right? If not in spam, but your outreach sequence would land in this box. So we'll talk more about it today. Very briefly, what is Reply? For those of you guys who don't know, we are a sales engagement system that automates sales outreach at scale via multiple channels. But apart from our main offering, we do have a AI SDR, so-called digital worker, who allows to intelligently automate the whole outreach process for you and even respond to prospect emails on your behalf. And also, we have our new product, so-called AI chat, that allows to, it's like AI chatbot that's trained for sales with video avatars. It captures website traffic and converts to lead. It can be a product lead, it can be a demo lead, you name it. So not postponing it any longer, let's jump into the workflows. And Lesya, mic to you.
Yes. So the issue I've heard most about attracting traffic to your website is that it stays anonymous. You pay for ads, you try to do like content or something like this, but the people come to your website, they stay anonymous. When they're anonymous, you cannot really do anything with them. You cannot warm them up, you cannot outreach them. So the main goal for me was when I was building this new AI chat product was to help companies actually capture those leads on their website. And that is something that works best for us as well. In terms of registration flow experiments, it make the biggest impact on the lead capturing. So here you can see this beautiful diagram that Olivia inserted, that we played a lot with the registration. We tried to allow business email. That helped us grow registration numbers. So those people became not anonymous visitors, but actually, we got their email. We could work with them further. Then we added Google single click. That helped as well. So our case is that as soon as someone lands on your website, you have to do your best in order for them not to stay anonymous. Now then, another important point is that a study by a Marketing Scoop indicates that the average time spent on a website is 45 to 54 seconds. Attention span of people nowadays is very short. This is the TikTok generation. We have to really do our best to gain their attention in this limited mere minute that they're going to give us on our website. What could it be? You know it, like free trial, demo buttons. Those actually help to help this anonymous website visitors to take actions. Ungated setup, when you can just click one button, you see what's going on in a product. This is very good. Chatbots, AI chat, things like that, very engaging as well, helps a lot. And one thing that's personally my favorite, I have not built it yet, but I definitely will, is the gamification elements. We are wired to play games, to solve puzzles. Even in the business context, I realize that most of us are B2B here, but definitely add some kind of quiz or something for people naturally want to solve it, and then maybe give their email address and things like that. Exit intent pop-ups is another amazing thing for, well, less for B2B because the sales cycle is longer, of course, but for e-commerce, exit intent pop-ups work very well. I have something going on this weekend. I want a new dress. I'm not sure if I want to buy it. I'm about to close the tab, and here it is. Maybe you can look at it in a different color. Maybe you want to see this. So you can actually prevent your website visitor from leaving the web page. And as for the content, of course, you can have push notifications like we released this, check out that. And of course, personalized content recommendations that would go such as, you visited our case study, this page, maybe this ebook would be of your interest. And the new things to try, something that I personally worked on is the AI chat with lead gen goal setting. And Olivia, next one, please. So something I take pride in is that the AI chat we created is aimed at the sales funnel. So it's not just the support or info kind of thing. You can actually give it particular goals to achieve. And with these 3 goals, you can really play and achieve very many sales funnels. That could be get contact information, and you can specify which information the chat should ask. It should be start a trial if you're a freemium model, or if you are going, like if you have a product, not a service, and you want as many registrations as possible. For instance, it's our case, then we push on our landing for our website visitors to start a trial. Or it could be book a demo if you're a more sales-led company and you want to make sure that those website visitors actually book a meeting. And here just how it goes. So for instance, here someone said, like, I'd be curious to see LinkedIn and email outreach on our landing. And here the AI chat generates, so it's not a canned response. It's real-time generation, like, yes, we have LinkedIn, we have A/B testing, we have this and that, and then it prompts the website visitor. It says, would you like to see these features in a demo, how to better understand how they work? And then if the website visitor says something like, yes, please, then they receive a Calendly invite to the call. So there is that. And next slide, please. And another thing, which is also not new, but very effective, is that sometimes these push notifications all over the place could be very annoying. And here you have an opportunity to set delay. So for instance, I want my website chat to open while the website visitor is viewing the page for 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So they got at least some time to like understand the context, to view the page, and then they have a chat popping up with a welcome message like, would you be interested in this or that? That's one option. And another option is to actually state the amount of page scroll, the level of page scrolled for the chat to open, because there are researchers that say that if the page is scrolled to the bottom or to 75%, it means that the intent is high. And that's the time when you want to catch this person with their high intent, and again, open the chat pop-up and say, hi, whatever else. So those things work very well about lead capturing. We have a limited amount of time, and we need to focus our efforts on gaining the information from them in that duration. Yeah. And the next one, the next workflow I wanted to talk about is the content-driven lead nurturing. And again, the research states that users prefer to learn about a company through their content rather than through ads. And this is a very powerful tool to offer value first. You offer value first, then you get get in touch with the company, then you're more inclined to become their user. So what you could do is like gated content, lead capturing, and then outreach sequence. What's important? First, you set this gated content. You can also try to diversify the content based on your service or tools that you provide. Can have different content under the capture email. So you have to provide an email, it could be a lead form, in order to get a hold of some piece of information. Then you can qualify the leads. You could see which one match your ICP and which one are actually sales qualified. Do you want to pursue them? Do you want to keep trying to get in touch with them? And then you try to push them to a sales sequence for further nurturing based on the content they downloaded. So what works well for Reply is that a lot of people download our anti-spam checklist, how not to get into spam. And then if you see that the person downloaded a checklist of what not to do in order not to get into spam, then you follow up with them like, oh, hi, I see you downloaded this checklist. Would you like maybe some help with your domain? Or do you have any questions on how to avoid getting into spam? And that way, you don't push your agenda on your website visitor, on your potential lead. You actually answer the interest they initially kind of showcased. And a nice thing to try, this AI chat AI chat that I'm building is able to do is to gate your content. So this is an AI native tool. You don't have to do canned responses. You don't have to do triggers. You just talk to it like I do. Like I just talk to it like to a person, really. Like we use gated content marketing strategy. So if someone shares their email address, please return this link. And here's the conversation I emulated. So the first welcome message is, hey, provide your email address in order to get a link to our product catalog. And the person provides the link, and the AI chat all by itself returns a link that I feed it to it. And it catches on the name. So it like says, thank you, Kate, even though the person did not say my name is Kate. But in this way, the chat is also able to carry on the conversation about this particular tool. So you can continue here in direct instructions. For instance, if I have a case with tools, I would be able to say, also ask the website visitor which tools they're interested in, or are they looking for CRM or whatever else. And this way you as well, not just get their email address through a cold form, but you're able to keep the conversation running and you could see further context of their interest.
Let me jump in here, because what I like the most about the chat, as Lesya has mentioned, there are 3 types of goals, and think of it as it's AI native. It's like AI first. We didn't implement AI on top of something already built. It's just was built for to use AI inside, like for AI algorithm. These 3 goals, it's actually cover any use case that you may have in marketing and sales flow together, either getting contact information and providing gated content. Well, for instance, in this case, either pushing to a trial or suggesting an offer or pushing to a demo. And this is the point. You don't need to build a workflow. AI understands, JSON AI, it's AI chat. AI chat understands the context of the dialogue and it knows the goal. So it can be, so as Lesya has mentioned, once it provides the link or PDF that like as a part of this gated content process, there can be a next step. So while your user right on this landing page engaging with your content, why not to ask like, hey, are you interested in learning more about our products? Right in the chat. This is because AI chat knows the goal. This is why we're so excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, Lesya, should I proceed?
Yeah. And here is a great example of the email provided by Olivia. What I meant when I said, don't push your agenda on the website visitor, but talk to them about the content they are interested in. So you will have this example. I think it's a very good one. So, you downloaded this content. For instance, you downloaded the content about AI SDR. Yes. So probably you have a small SDR team. You want to minimize the efforts and maximize the results. I see that you trust into AI. Let's talk about implementing it in your team. Yes. So you have to, of course, it's more work, I get it, but you have to create several sequences for different materials that you actually provide on your website. Yeah.
And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but don't delegate it to marketing. Like marketing automation won't do this as good for you as outbound sequence will do. Once you have the list of those who downloaded content, just take a look who of them match your ICP and push them to a sequence. These are your leads. Like, and when I'm saying your leads, I'm talking about like, this is actually responsibility of marketing and SDR teams, like to deliver on a number of leads. And this is always a joint effort of the departments, like customer facing, go-to-market departments, you name it.
Yep.
That's my
the floor is yours. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. And
our webinar queen. Yes.
Not the floor, the workflow is yours, like the workflow is mine. Okay. Webinar attendee engagements. So as I mentioned, content and SEO and webinars. When we talk about replies and bounce strategies, this is what I really want to share because we kind of succeeding with it. Webinars is our cornerstone of what we are pushing through inbound marketing funnel. And we work really intensely with the webinars in terms of the preparation and promotion and further nurturing of the registrants. And this is what I definitely advise you to try. So once we have traffic and outbound invites, this is very important. This is about the promotion of the webinar, right? So once we have a webinar, we're gonna make it visible, make it everywhere on the website. Let's say there is a notification through your chatbot, whatever chatbot you're using. There is some banners on the website. Maybe you can push it through the products. But I also advise to use outbound for invites. And this is where outbound again helps us to promote some content. We tried LinkedIn invitation, we tried email invitation. Both of them work really great. Then we have a webinar registration and lead nurturing afterwards. So my points here: always host actionable educational webinars. Webinars after which your attendees can go and try those things that you suggested them. Consider partners, because When you have a partner for a webinar, you can leverage the promotion for the, like a joint promotion for a combined audiences, like your audience, your partner's audience, and that's a win-win because everyone will learn, right, from those materials that you're educating on. Promotion should be really intense. As I mentioned, outbound emails and LinkedIn to invite to the event, email marketing for those contacts that you already have in your database, website banners, social ads, influencers, like really try influencers if you haven't yet, because that's power. Test lead capturing. Well, as we mentioned at the beginning, lead capturing is critical. On the first workflow, as Lesya mentioned, we found out that we can double and triple on our trial registrations just by playing with the registration form. It also works. It works not only for the product, it also works for your webinars. It can be form, it can be chatbots, or it can be other tools. I'll give an example. Previously, we used HubSpot forms to get registrations and HubSpot automations to push those confirmation emails and notifications when the webinar is about to start. For this webinar, we're using Luma, and we are excited about it because the way Luma promotes the webinars is really smooth and user-friendly for those who want to attend. And again, lead qualification and nurturing. We're not diving into lead qualification topic during this webinar, but let me know if that's also like the topic that you want us to cover. Maybe we'll just share some additional materials on it. But lead qualification is the points in your process which allows you to split it. Who will go to, I don't know, like market information, who is your, like what contacts are for sales team for their outreach sequences. And then the nurturing starts. The nurturing is critical. Like without nurturing all your efforts, like you won't have the effects without nurturing. And things to try. AI chats, as we know from the previous workflow, it can work with gated content, and as webinar is something that requires registration, it can work there as well. And you can feed AI chats with all the information about this event and the next steps that you want your attendees to take. So again, check it out. It can be a value also here. And this is an example of personalized webinar invites. Sales Development Excellence, our online conference. And we used cold outreach to invite to this conference, but not just cold outreach. We used personalized cold outreach. And this was a personalized landing page for those who clicked on the link in the email invitation. So there was a logo of their company, and it was all personalized for them. And it definitely increases the conversion. We'll talk about personalization, personalized outreach at scale later during this webinar. We have one workflow devoted to it. And the stats. As I mentioned, we used previously HubSpot forms. So this is the number of form submissions that we have for various of our events. And below is the screenshot for a sequence. It's a sales sequence for webinar leads. And those interested leads is actually your interested responses. Interested responses are your leads, those who actually want to talk with a sales representative. The sequence tends to book a demo. This is the main call to action. That's the main point of the whole sequence. And those who interested are the leads. Lesya, mic to you back.
Yes. So another workflow that I believe, this one is my personal favorite. That one goes AI chat, then contact enrichment for more information, then website tracking, and then sales sequence. I personally think that this one is bound for success. So what you do, first you have the AI chat, or, well, you know, of course I'm talking about my product, but any chat really that is able to collect email yeah, for your potential leads. Very often people are not going to write you their whole biography in this chat, so you have an email. What you do next, you try to get as much information about this particular person, their title, their position, and the company they represent, because most of us here are B2B. So we don't really sell to people, we sell to companies. What is their company name, size, industry they operate in, other important things. Then we implement on our website something as website tracking. And then we are able to see which contacts, which companies viewed our websites, which pages they visited, what they did on our website, how many people from which company came. And after that, we really do our homework and we personalize our outreach based on two critical elements. First, the persona of your lead, their company, their title, their position, and their behavior on the website. And with these two personalizations, I think it's very hard to skip this cold email, even if it is a cold email. Olivia, next slide, please. And here, like how I wanted to show you how that possibly could be done. So here in chat, we saw 3 goals: start a trial, book a demo, and get contact information. I suggest here just putting first name in email, or even an email as the only information, if that's your flow, if that's a flow you want to pursue, to be asked by the chat. What else is coming? This is not yet out in production, but it's coming this summer, is the contact enrichment. So as soon as a website visitor provides their email address, you can enable contact enrichment, and we check against our database any extra information we have about this person, and we immediately fill it in. So for instance, if I got in my chat Olivia at Reply.io, I would be able to say Olivia Milton, CMO at Reply, Reply is sales automation tool, and so on and so forth. So I have already a contact that is enriched, easier to work with it. Then, and yes, the next one. Yes, then I have an automation already in chat to push all the contacts created from particular chat to a particular sequence. And just so you know, I use it myself. I benefit from it too. So when I first launched this product, I created an automation that everyone who came to the landing page of my AI chat, and I got their contact information, I sent out an email to them saying, "Hi, I am the maker of the product. I'm going to show you this and that. Here's a video how to set it up." So this is the automation I use as well. But in your case, in more sales case, yes, you have an enriched contact and you have a sequence that operates with the leads from this particular chat that you installed on a particular page. And there is no limit for the amount of chats. And you can even set a particular chat for a pricing page. And then your whole sequence says, "I see you're interested in pricing, but you didn't buy. Was it too expensive for you? Maybe we have some deal." Or I thought you couldn't decide on the pricing. Do you need any help understanding what's included? So you have a chat that's on pricing page that could be linked to a sequence talking about pricing, and with the information about your lead through enrichment. And then, Olivia, and then I'm going to here talk about Dealfront. There are many website tracking services and tools. I just know personally Dealfront. Maybe we will partner with them. So yeah, so I'm just going to talk about them. But they do a good job analyzing your website's visitors. This is particularly important to you if you do account-based selling. And then you are able to see which leads visited. Was there multiple visitors from one company? Who were those visitors? What pages they visited? Did they download something? Did they open something? How much time they spent on their website? And also what's important, if they are there right now. So you can see like here, this online, this is also a terrific opportunity to actually go to the inbox of your chat and message them directly, you know, as a salesperson. So you could see if someone of your high intent and high interest is online. And yes, and you're also able to see like what's their level in intent based off how many people are visiting, And based on how intense, how often, for how long, Dealfront also suggests their high intent. And that's how you can capture and nurture those leads. And in your further communication, especially if you already have their email, especially if you're already trying to get to them through your cold email sequence, you can include such information. And there is a case I want to share. It's just from our life. One product manager, my colleague, was researching a tool for reviews for our product team, and that was Canny. That's the tool we went with. But when he was researching different tools, he then sent it to our VP of Product, Anatol, to check out the ones he liked most. So they both visited. And then we saw that some companies started sending emails to my colleague and Anatol, the VP of Product, like, hi, we saw you were on our page, like, are you the decision makers and things like this. And this is a very cool example. I looked at it, I'm like, yes, this is smart, because you all must know this typical outreach email, cold email. Are you the right person? Hi, are you the right person for marketing? Are you the right person to talk about this? Well, if you have website tracking, you don't have to ask if you are the right person. You know who are people making the decision about this particular thing. So I am a big fan of website tracking to have more context and to talk with the right people about the right things. Yeah, okay, I got carried on. Yeah.
Lesya, are you telling us that once we have the Dealfront integration, a AI chats admin, I could say so, right, can jump live in the chats once his or her prospect is on the website, right? Like
Yes.
not amazed, like make it like in person, right?
Yeah, in person.
That's amazing, really. So you guys will have ability to push the prospects into a sequence, like any product that you're using for this, but also engage right in the moment when a person is on the website live, because you'll have this notification. It sounds really crazy for me. Again, the whole workflow looks like this. So give me a second.
Yeah.
We have the AI chat, contact enrichment, plus website tracking and sales sequences. This is what this is what we are building in AI chat. Super excited about it as well. But again, this same workflow can be done with other tools on the market, where that's just that's just an example. Customer support to sales opportunity. I think that's is that mine or yours? I'm sorry, that's yours one. Okay.
Yeah. This actually, I'll be quick here because I'm getting carried away. But my career started as a customer support agent, and I know as well firsthand that there is a ton of sales opportunities within your support. Anytime a support query comes along with something like, how do I add an existing space? How do I invite another team member? That is an expansion opportunity. And this is crucial. This is your inbound leads, especially if you're a freemium kind of product like Miro, where a lot of people use it for free, but then you kind of try to pull those out to be paid ones. Here, support is crucial to identify the sales opportunities to actually sell, upgrade, or upsell. Like anytime I was in chat still as a support and they ask like, oh, do you, like, we do LinkedIn automation with Expandy. I'm like, oh, do you know we have LinkedIn automation? So working with the sales team and teaching them to pick up on some sales cues and opportunities to at least to notice it. They could notice it and then they can transfer it to salespeople, the people who are trained to do it. This is indeed very common case, and that should be, you should not waste those leads. And again, Olivia did a great job calculating our qualified leads, and 15 to 20 qualified demos per month come from our support chat. So that is indeed something very important. And and the next one, also, a good support team can work as the best advertisement. This is our, I think, G2 Crowd. Yes, this is G2 Crowd reviews. I opened reply and I just typed in support, and this is every time that support is mentioned, and this works already as the advertisement for reply that we have a great support customer support care, and a lot of people, especially in the automations tools, they want some hand-holding, and that works as a great battle card. This works better than a paid ad, I believe. Yeah.
And that's a closed loop, basically, right?
Yes.
So we have a great
Yeah.
support, we have sales through support, people leave reviews, and again the cycle
Goes
the loop
on.
closes. Yes, and that's your channel for lead generation, like consider it from this point of view.
Yeah. People are satisfied, the more reviews they will post, the more reviews will be seen. And this is a little video I inserted of our link crawling through our support database. I understand that not every service or product can really have a support team right away. But again, the AI chat that is mainly made for sales could also work as a support, as a first instance support, at least not to leave your customers alone. And this is how I just inserted one link to our database, and all the links, all the articles were picked up, and I didn't have to do it manually, so it just fed into my knowledge base, and the AI chat will be able to answer like particular questions. How do I connect a Microsoft email account versus a Google email account, or something more technical that a sales chat does not really need, but a support one could benefit from. Yeah. And that's
Okay, the sixth one, SEO and chatbot combined strategy. Why we picked this case? Because I want to share something that we did at Reply. I believe that's not just something specific for us, but a lot of B2B SaaS products, well, or agencies, or whatever business you have. We have a lot of industries that use our solutions and use our products. And we thought about, okay, what if we do blog posts and landing pages for niche audiences? Optimize them from SEO standpoint and start to get some traffic. But here is the point. We wanted to convert this traffic as much as we could. So we tried forms, we tried chatbots, and basically at this point of time it was intercom. So we engaged organic traffic with chatbots and drive conversions by booking meetings directly from these pages. But what I need to say, at Reply, we identified 30 niche audiences. Instead of creating those landing pages manually, we leveraged ChatGPT and used its programming skills to generate JSON files and automatically generate content for 30 of different landing pages. Just think about it. With this initiative, we have 2-3 qualified leads per niche audience per month, but we have 30 of them. And that's what you can do super easy. I need to say that like ChatGPT or whatever other AI platform you're using, think of doing this hack, and that definitely works out. In our case, chatbots allow to route the leads directly and route and qualify, because chatbots do qualification really in a good way, to qualify and route the lead to a specific manager who was dealing with these niche audiences. Workflow number 7, MQLs and leads in your CRM. I really love this meme because it just shows how we love the new leads and how we don't want to reach out and take care, I can say so, take care of the prospects that's already in our database. It can be a marketing automation, it can be a CRM, but the full workflow here is, in our systems, we need to check the funnel stage and reach out, re-nurture, re-engage those contacts again. And a few cases here. So this is a screenshot from our HubSpot, and here you see the funnel actually, right? And the second step, appointment set, and then appointment completed. So then you see the gap. This is the gap that should be pushed to a specific re-engagement sequence to reset the appointment. Another example, re-engage close lost opportunities. A diagram from HubSpot that shows how much deals were lost and the reason for this loss. Whether that's a bad timing, well, keep that in mind. You need to reach out in the right timing. Or whether the product wasn't a fit. But let's say you have a product update and it becomes a fit. Consider those leads who you lost because the product missed some functionality. It's already there, so you can reach out and you should reach out. Re-engage demo no-shows. Well, of course, those people who just skipped it. And these are the steps. For those ghosting outbounds, reach out to MQLs like PDFs, webinars, content, re-engage ghosting opportunities, re-engage close lost opportunities, re-engage leads in a CRM, re-engage demos, no-shows. Just take a look at those interested responses. And these are your new leads. So we can count them as new leads as well. And finally, the 8th workflow. The 8th workflow, AI and personalized outreach at scale. Well, we couldn't skip it at Reply because we've been dealing with outreach at scale from the beginning of our company in 2014. So the workflow details, we build a targeted list, we identify personalization points, and we create outbound sequence. Let's take a look at key points of personalization in cold email. It's a subject line, right? Introductions, well, some personalized intro sentence of who you are. Intent or reason for outreach. Value propositions highlight exactly how your product can be of value. CTAs and postscript. Email structure. I just highlighted these sections of the email. So it's not just your like something you, I mean, that's an art to build to create an email, and those blocks have to be in specific order in order to have the right effect. So we start, of course, the first one is subject line, your introduction, the reason for outreach, how a user, your prospect can benefit, and a call to action. But when we talk about the personalization, it's mainly about the pursuing the right intent. And when we talk about the intent, what it can be, this is just the examples of what you can use and what actually works out from our experience. Well, a company can be searching for funding or already got funding. It can be a mention of specific keywords on LinkedIn or Twitter or Reddit. The company is hiring or the company is launching the new products. You can follow specific people and groups, company and department growth. And basically the point, like I love the idea for outreach when the company department is growing, because it's a really great time to sell them something for automation. Technographics, what software company is using, what department is using. And dark funnel, as Lesya has mentioned, who is visiting your website? Who are those prospects you're maybe, those who you want to convert? Who are those companies visiting your website? G2 visits. But when you talk about the specific personalization techniques, I want to mention the following. Well, first, what makes an email really personalized is variables. Then we can talk about visuals, like personalized images and videos or GIFs. And the point is, from our experience at Reply, accumulated experience, intent is more important than personalized images or videos and stuff like that. The right intent makes your prospect respond even without those personalized things, but definitely personalized emails and videos, they can add those additional responses to your outreach. Links and landing pages. We already have this example of personalized landing page when we did invitation to our Sales Development Excellence online conference. Snippets. And AI personalization. For AI personalization, I can't help mentioning AI SDR or JSON AI SDR. I mean, we call it JSON. So what it does, you need to provide your value proposition, who you help, in what sphere, what specifically you are helping with, who is your audience. AI is so smart that it can identify all those things just from your website, the URL of your website. Then JSON suggests the audience for your outreach based on the value proposition and creates a sequence with steps. You can adjust the wording, you can regenerate it, but you see the whole variables, the snippets, it's all there. And the best part for JSON, that, as already mentioned, it also can generate responses on prospect emails. It means those prospects who message you back in the sequence, JSON can take care of them. Other tools can do the same stuff. AI emails at scale, so like generate emails, generate sequences, and send them at scale. These are just the examples of the tools that our Vlad Alexeyenko carefully picked up for you guys, and definitely take a look at them. A lot of them really worth trying. A lot of them have different strong features to try. That's it for the workflows, and basically we are so good with our timing. Bonus content, we promised to give you guys a lot of cool things to learn more about everything that we talk about today. Articles on personalization on the left side. Again, we will be sharing the slides, so all these links are available to you. Guide on cold emails, sequences for every sales team. Check it out. It's definitely worth trying and worth having. Cold email frameworks with examples. And let's do a Q&A part. I see that I don't see the questions in the chat, but
I have been doing a very good job answering them.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Yes, yes, I made sure people don't have to wait for so long for yeah.
Taras just posted the best webinar I visited in a while. Thank you so much, very insightful. Thank you so much for feedback. We always pursue the goal to provide maximum value and provide suggest you to try things that we tried. Give me a look. Okay, Claude Sanev. Yeah, Claude. We're also big fans of Claude. Our founder, Oleg Bilazor, founder of Reply, he tried. Oh my God, what was that? That was he was coding with Claude.
Yeah,
he was creating a CRM with Claude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very funny guy. He said, like, I think now everyone can create a CRM. So he just took Claude and created one.
Yes, and it's definitely easy to do. So yeah, we're big fans of Claude and ChatGPT. I'm a big fan of Perplexity. I know there were some rumors about how legal it is for them to do what they're doing, but the results allow me to get information that I need with all the references, just to the point, without some extra stuff, like no Googling. So big fan there. So, and okay, so the perks, we promised that. Since we were mentioning Reply and AI chats, that was obvious for us to provide you guys with some discounts for these tools. AI chats, sign up for it and get 100 new leads free. So AI chat is a premium product. Right now, I think, Lesya, I think it's 10 leads from the start.
Yeah.
And with this,
can I jump in?
Sure.
I just wanted to quickly say that I'm really doing my best to build a product that brings value first. That's why with the AI chat, you don't get to pay for the amount of messages you send or for the amount of chat bots, for the amount of users. Any amount of users can interact with the chat. I really do want to bring you value. And in the sales context, value is contacts converting from your website. That's why you only get to pay for the contacts created from your website with the help of AI chat. So it's value-based pricing, really. And and here, yes, the coupon for 100 free contacts from our chat.
Sign up and apply this coupon at the checkout.
Yes.
And for reply, we have a 50% off for email volume or multi-channel plans for the first month. Again, 50% off coupon at the checkout. I think that, listen, are the two coupons available till the August 15th, right?
Yes, till the August 15th, yes.
So it's a bit of limited time, so we kind of encourage you to
Yes.
check it out. And let's stay in touch. We have a great, like, we're developing our sales community. Feel free to join it, to ask your questions, to discuss the points about your sales process, anything that well, you'll find people that want to support you and share their experience as well. Connect with us and check out another cool stuff, Outbound Starter Pack, a hand-curated list of 15 best materials and guides on cold emails, outbound prospecting, and more. Grab those resources. And thank you.
Yay. Olivia, a good question here in the chat. Simon asks, yeah, he says he signed up a couple of days ago and whether he can still use the 50% off for the next month.
Sure. Yes, so feel free to, I mean, that's the perfect time, and you see how it works.
Yes,
like
yes.
multi-touch, nurturing, and the right timing. Sure, you can try like any basically coupons, because the one for AI chat, the one for reply. So feel free. That's like different products, but on the same platform. The main benefit of using them together is that they are on the same platform. So two coupons for two products just at one time. So, I mean,
yes, it was a pleasure having you, the audience. Thank you for coming out to listen us talk about inbound and outbound sales. And we stay in touch on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much.